I was known to work in retail for 6 years as a department head, which we merchandised a lot, which I loved fashion. During that time, I had some complications with my health, and come to find out I had lupus and close to kidney failure. So it took a kind of a turn with my life and what I was doing. I had picked up a job at a call center. It was very easy at first because I was a talker, like customer service, but there was a lot of things that had to take place and that was required that wasn't easy. With a stressful environment, I had a lupus flare to where, it complicated a lot of things in my body to where I wasn't able to function. I wasn't able to work. I was hospitalized on and off, and I couldn't be consistent. So I had to, in order to survive, I had to apply for a disability because they thought it was best. When the time came for me to get my disability awarded to me, I started, thinking about life, like what I need, like housing and, just an atmosphere that I always wanted in order to raise my son in. His name is Namir Ramsour. He's 14. He's really into basketball and band at the moment. To me, he's like the perfect child. He's very loving, considerate, understanding. He's my biggest cheerleader. I can find ways to complain about something, but he always has that comeback with something positive or just another positive way to look at it. We had an apartment, and we stayed there for 3 years. It was affordable for me at the moment, and I got a phone call one day saying that it was about time to renew my lease, and I was comfortable, so I was gonna agree to it. But the phone call was not what I expected. They didn't want to renew any more leases at the time because they was going under renovation. So we had to move within a month and a half. So being unprepared, and I'm a person that loves to be prepared, it took a toll because you had to go here and there to find another place to stay. I tried different apartment complexes. Some were too expensive for me. With income-based, I was overqualified with my income, so I was kind of in the middle of things.
More and more families like Latoya's throughout our community and our country are finding themselves caught in the affordability gap between minimum wage and the cost of living in their area. When people think about Habitat, they often think about swinging hammers and raising walls. But at Habitat Catawba Valley, we know that housing is about so much more than just shelter. We know that a decent, affordable, energy-efficient place to live can remove barriers to opportunity, success, and health that might have been part of a family's life for years, if not for generations. That's why we're so passionate about housing at Habitat Catawba Valley, because we know that strong and stable homes build strong and stable communities.
Latoya, it's just a joy to see her in the store. I had the pleasure of getting to introduce her at her groundbreaking. I would tell you that Latoya is this silent strength, are the words that I would use. She is always upbeat. She is always happy.
The first time I met Jeff is when I was going through orientation. His spirit is like really, really sweet. It's just like family. You get to be yourself. You don't have to be like, hey, Mr. Jeff, how are you? You're just comfortable. And that's what that environment is like there, especially with him.
I get excited. I get a little choked up when I think that I am a small part of someone's future, someone's safety, and a better life. Not just for Latoya, but for her son and all the homeowners, all the people who interact with Habitat.
Like I said, this is something I've been praying for, but didn't know exactly how to come about it. But, just keeping the faith and staying positive is actually, working out to where I'm able to have a home. I'm able to have a stable place for my son and, create that environment that I feel that is best for him. But the actual journey, it's just awesome.